as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag.
What's going on, good people? It is time for the show we call Straight Sports Talk with Coach V. As you see, I have joined Coach V that started the show this evening because Coach has a special subject he wants to talk about before we get into the meat of the show. Without further ado, Coach V, do your thing, baby.
What up, everybody? Welcome to this special edition of Straight Sports Talk with Coach Vincent. And I also have my homeboy with me, man, Mr. Big Easy himself. He's producer of the Nighthawk Network. Man, the subject I want to get on today, man, um, all this senseless killing and stuff that's going on with these minors, just in general, period, man. It's gonna have to stop, man. Something gonna have to be done, man. Stricter laws or whatever it have to be, man. We gonna have to secure our neighborhoods. Step in. We need to do something more, man. I want to, send my condolences out to the young lady, um, the mother that lost her life for just doing her job. She didn't have to lose her life, man, just because of, I don't know the ins and outs or whatever the situation that it happened, but she didn't deserve to lose her life. And now two people, one that did the crime, finna lose their life. You know, so something needs to be done, man. And I want to talk about this, talk about awareness. You know what I'm saying? Because uh, us young people out here, adults too, and we not thinking, we not moving right. We moving like demons, man, and something has to give. And I want to start it right here on this platform, Straight Sports Talk. So yeah, man, the young lady, I don't know her name. She was just doing her job, and she sent the young lady home for not doing her job. And long as I've been working, if you get sent home, that's because you ain't doing your job. Am I correct, Big Easy?
It's either that or basically it's too many people there and it's
Uh,
slow and
yeah,
somebody got to go. And usually, like you said, it's somebody that's not doing as good a job as everybody
e-
else.
exactly. But my thing is this here, Big Easy. This person went home, doing videos, you know, had time to think about what you know what I'm saying, what they want to do, and go back to the job
Yeah,
where
for
you just
those of
got
you
sent.
not familiar with what we're talking about, if you go on YouTube and look up Eastland McDonald's stabbing,
Right. Yeah.
that is the situation we're discussing. It's already
Yeah.
gone viral on TikTok and everything, unfortunately.
You
Like
know.
like like Coach said, it's never a good thing to resolve an issue that could have simply been a conversation. I mean, bottom line,
Right.
you don't understand why you were sent home, and you needed to be clarified at some point. Call back up to the job. Okay, I need to know why I got sent home. I'm missing out on my money. What have you? I feel like either one or two things were happening here. One, this person was having some type of mental health episode to where they weren't thinking clearly, and as a result,
Yeah.
they came to the wrong conclusion, or unfortunately, they had some type of drug related situation where because they were under the influence of drugs or alcohol, they came to the decisions that they made, and as a result, did something that they shouldn't have. It's unfortunate because that was just one of several situations just here in the city of Detroit in the last few
Right.
weeks involving
Right.
violence that just didn't make any sense.
None whatsoever.
There was a situation that happened a couple weeks ago at the fireworks, a dispute over what people are saying was a couple $100 that somebody owed somebody that caused people to get injured and somebody died. There was a situation
Right.
that happened at a party on the 4th of July where they basically had a disagreement that led to people getting shot. I mean, it's not just here. They had shootouts in broad daylight, 4th of July in Chicago and Houston, and it
Oh
just
no,
makes
you
you
they
think.
just had a same day in Indianapolis. They just had a mass shooting. You know what I'm saying? For what? I mean, what people go somewhere just to have a good time. You there to have a good time, but you on another sense. You see somebody instead of just waiting to follow this person wherever they going and deal with it there. You want to deal with it amongst people, and that's not right, man. Because now you involved in women, children, elders. You involving everybody, you know. But to go back to this situation with that young lady, Big E,
Hmm.
she had time to think about this because she went home. She literally drove home or walked home or got on a bus or whatever the situation. She thought about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
you set up. I don't care how bad a person get. You know, supervisors. Yeah, they get loud. They uh. Sometimes they do disrespect. You know, because I done had some supervisors. Hey, pump your brakes, sir. I'm not the type of person you want to talk to. So please talk to me. I'm a man. You know, it's the way you go about doing things, saying things to people. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, one time I had my girl, one of my supervisors was getting on my nerves, and I went to, I said, look, man, I really want to tear this cat head off. And I'm knowing in my mind, if I do, I know what the situation going to be. I'm going back to prison. So is it worth me going back to prison to do something? No.
I mean, it's
They,
sad because a lot of these young people, I feel like, not thinking about them type of circumstances when they get
no.
in these incidents. In the end, they more worried about what it looked like later on. Like, oh, you punked out. You let them hold you.
Right. Right.
I'd rather have been
Right.
got hold than be sitting there in that prison cell for the next 10, 20 years thinking, damn, why didn't I just let that go?
Why didn't I let that go? No, they're gonna be thinking about that
Right.
2 days, like why they there.
It's so
You,
many
you know,
people in our prison system right now over the dumbest of stuff that could have
right.
just been simply a conversation or something saying, you know what? It ain't worth it.
It ain't worth it. You know, and you know, I said something to you last night because we did touch on this. You know, you don't have to prove nothing to nobody. That's
Not
a
at all.
weak-minded person that want to prove something to somebody. Or you
Right.
telling me in my ear, hey, coach, man, don't let that ride, man. Go handle your all that peer pressure. If person got to do that, they not for you.
Like you said, if in the end, them the people in your circle, then you need a new circle.
You need
Flat
a
out.
new circle. Exactly. Exactly. You know, and it's, like I say, man, I talked to a gentleman today, one of the guys on the coaching staff I'm with, and the lawyer that's on the young that's I'm jumping to something else, to the young lady that um no, I want to skip that, to the young kids that's minors that's getting killed by straight bullets. Come on, y'all. Why you want to involve a child in your situation?
Right.
You know, bullets don't have no guidance.
Right. And another thing, while we on that subject, parents who are gun owners, please don't have your guns where your children can get to them.
Please.
Every year we go through
It's,
this.
it's every
The
year.
city, in the state, in the country.
Yeah.
Story
Yeah.
after story about how a young person found a gun and shot somebody or shot themselves
Himself.
and
Yup.
had no
Yup.
business having access to that gun in the first place. That's why I really needed to be a law on the national books that says if your child gets in a scenario like that, you automatically go to jail.
Oh yeah.
Flat out.
I agree. I agree. Talking about I had the case unlocked, but it was in the case. No, you should have locked it.
Exactly.
Put it somewhere they can't reach it.
Right. Because in
You
the
know,
end, if
but
you
these
live in an
these
environment where you got to have your gun out 24/7, maybe
man,
you should move.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And for what purpose you need to be in the house walking around with your gun?
That part.
For what? What purpose do you need to walk around your house with a gun?
Right.
And
Cause
these kids seeing that.
right. Cause it was several years that we lived in this house here before I
Right,
even knew that my mother had a gun.
right.
She had that gun for years before I knew she had it. And the only
Mine
reason why I
too.
knew she had it because one day she had to pull it out.
Yeah, yeah. I remember my mama had. She
And
had
that
that
being said, I ain't gonna
shotgun.
lie. We as children went looking for that gun, being stupid little kids, curious about what it was and whatnot. Fortunately, she hid
Yeah,
it somewhere where we never found it.
yeah. So I mean, listen. We got to think better, and we got to stop. Young people, listen. Ain't nobody trying to disrespect you. You know. Now I got to talk to some of these older cats. Now they mindset be on some old bull crap too,
Absolutely.
and and that's sad. And
Right.
when you want to walk around here, you in your 60s, you walking around here like this. You know, man, come on, man.
Hmm.
You know, with your pants down and all that. What you trying to
Right.
prove?
Talking mess.
You know, women too. Some of these elder women's too
No,
trying to do the
this ain't
do the
just a male discussion. Some of the worst situations I see on TikTok be the
yeah,
females fighting, going to McDonald's and throwing food and all that type of mess. And it's sad that those are the type of videos that get the most views, not
yeah,
people doing positive stuff and doing good
yeah,
things for their communities. Those things are
yeah,
on TikTok as well, but they don't get
yeah.
nearly the views the foolishness does, and it's sad.
Exactly, exactly. I think parents, if you got like Big Easy say, if you got a gun in your house, man, put it up, secure it, man. And people, don't let nobody dictate how your life should be. Meaning, like that young lady, if that lady, that manager was loud or disrespectful or whatever, don't let a person like that dictate your life and you go
Right? Because
home and
guess
you
what?
come back.
Here's how
Huh?
you deal with that. Let's just say that the manager cussed her out and whatnot and sent her home. No, don't go back up there and stab her and take her away from her kids.
I was gonna get to
You
that,
go through
yeah.
the proper channels. You work at a corporation.
Yeah,
Corporations have different levels. So you got
yeah.
a problem with your immediate boss, you go to their boss. Look, I don't know what's going on with homegirl, but she not letting me work. You talk to that person. If you don't get satisfaction from that, then you go to corporate. There, McDonald's is one of the biggest corporations on planet Earth.
Yeah,
Okay, they do not
yeah.
want this scenario that they find themselves in right now, where they
Oh,
got one of their stores not open for the next 2 3 days, and they got all these questions to answer,
right.
looking at
Or better
possible
than that,
lawsuits and whatnot.
or better yet, quit.
Even better, I mean,
Just
because bottom line,
quit.
no disrespect to our McDonald's workers out there, but McDonald's is an entry level job. If you
Yeah,
can't handle that, there's many other McDonald's you could go to. There's other places like McDonald's. There's Burger
yeah,
King, Popeyes, etc., etc., etc.
yeah, yeah. You got to
And
do
as
it
bad
better.
as some of these places been that I done been, yeah, it's some place that would have hired you and gave you all the hours you needed.
You need it. Yeah, exactly. No, we got to start thinking, young people. People in general, we got to start thinking, man. We can't be thinking off emotions. Cause somebody disrespect you. Now you want to go do some, and it's the killing part right here. You get into a fight with them, they get out on you. Now you want to run to go get a gun and come back and come on, man. Come on, man. It's
Life is
time out,
not a
man.
video game. When
Life
you
is for
shoot
living.
somebody, ain't no reset button and they get their life back. Once you kill that
No,
person,
ain't no
they
reset.
gone.
No,
And ain't no
no.
coming back.
No, at all. At all. You know, so y'all gotta start thinking, man. And I want to touch something on. I know we got a few more minutes. I want to touch on. I can't. Her last name is Taylor, Lakila Taylor, or something like that. Um, she was in that incident at Foot Locker where she defended her brother. I get that. and I don't know how her emotional state, but she was saving her brother for getting, because he could have got killed in the situation. But I'm hearing the situation is about a parking spot. We gotta we stooping to this level to take lies about a parking spot, about a pizza. This how low we getting now? Come on, man. Come on.
Hell, remember, a few weeks ago, the kid killed his uncle over a damn honey bun.
Bam.
A damn honey bun? $1 honey bun.
Bam. Bam. Come on. And now you got this young cat. Now, this is the mindset. Let's go to Carmelo Anthony and the Metcalf. If you went, now I don't know the whole situation. I don't know. I'm just going on both sides, hearing both sides. But if you in the wrong, you in this place where you ain't supposed to be, why is you there? You know what I'm saying? Not to say he went over there to start something. I don't know. I can't speak on it. But
Mm-hmm.
to go to the point to where you finna kill this young man and he dies in his brother's arms. For what purpose for you to do that? What was the out? Why? What
Right.
made you your mental to go in your bag and pull out a blade and stab the guy in the chest? Come on, man.
Right.
Come
I
on.
mean, bottom line is, I see a lot of parents, and I feel like they're not doing a proper job of raising their children to be properly functioning adults. I'm not saying this about every parent. I'm not even
No.
saying this about all parents. What I'm saying is that I really wish people would sit down and think, first of all, like myself, like, look, I'm not just going to be a parent with any old body. So I'm not about to lay down with old girl, and I know we don't even get along. So I know she's not going to be a good parent. So I'm not doing that. That's a whole nother discussion.
Right.
I'm saying is, you done had the kids now. Take the time to invest in them properly. Sit down with your children and talk to them.
Talk with him, man.
Understand not only what you expect from them, what the world expects from them, but find out what's going on their mind. We all done been children at some point in this life.
Yeah.
We know
Yeah.
what it feel like to be a kid, misunderstood or not listened to, feel like no nobody care about me. That's how this all starts. And then years later, a neglect lead to some of these episodes that we find in ourselves in now with our young people.
Yeah. Yeah. And I wanna this I wanna end it with this here. I know how it feel to be in prison. I did 18 and a half years. Something that could have been avoided. I could have just walked away from it. But me being hot headed, bam, he gone, I go to prison. You know, that's 18 years, 18 and a half years of my life that was lost for something that could have just been avoided. That's why you gotta be a thinker. You can't be a doer. You gotta be a thinker. You gotta weigh your options out. If I do this, what's gonna happen? Just cause somebody call you a bitch, are you a bitch? You know what I'm excuse me, you
Right,
know what I'm saying? I mean,
right,
that's
right,
just real
exactly.
talk. That's just real talk.
Right,
You
because in
know
my
you
mind,
ain't.
I know I ain't no bitch. And in the end, let's just say that person call you bitch, and everybody around there like, you a bitch, you a bitch. Do these people feed you? Do they finance you? Do they help
Exactly.
you? Okay. If they're not doing
Exactly.
any of them three things, their opinion should not matter to you.
Should not matter at
Because them
all.
same
At
people
all.
doing all that, when you go to jail, they ain't coming to visit you. They
And
ain't
no,
putting that on
they
your
ain't.
books.
No,
All they
no.
gonna do is be talking about, yeah, that's messed up. Old boy went to jail.
Yeah. Or they'll be like, stupid man, Scooter.
Yeah,
You gonna find out who your true friends is.
absolutely. And I don't want nobody to find out they real friends that way at all.
Exactly. So people think, man, before you react to something.
That
I
that
don't
is a
listen.
lesson in this whole discussion. Think before you react.
Think before you react. That's all, man. Because going out here, let me see, God gave us life to enjoy, not to be miserable, not to put ourselves in all this bull crap. I had to learn that for myself. You know what I'm saying? And I've been home right now over 21 years. And I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm not somebody telling me how to when to eat, when to boo boo, and when to do this and when to do that. Nah, man.
Right. And
No.
you had a unique perspective of having been in the system, but also having been out of the system and making a way where you don't have
Yeah.
to go back.
Yeah.
Because
And I try
oftentimes
to talk to
you are
these.
more the exception than the rule. Because more times than
Yeah.
not, them same people in your scenario end up either going back or end
Uh,
up
they,
coming back out. And this time they ain't gotta worry about prison because they doing one of these in the back of the church.
exactly. And don't think the green is all the grass is always green because you out there slanging and banging. Believe me, they got places for you for that.
Very few
You
people
know,
that claim
anything
gangster
you do
live to
wrong,
retire.
believe me, it's the consequences behind it.
Absolutely.
So if you're not ready to take care of the consequences, don't do the situation. Just as
That
simple
part.
as that.
Because in the end, I don't want nobody to have to be on the news like that young lady was last night, just 20 years old, talking
Okay.
about how good a person her mama was, and
Yeah,
now probably gonna have the responsibility of taking care of all her siblings at 20 years
yeah,
old. That's a
yeah.
future I would not want for any person.
For
And
anybody,
I pray
man.
for that family and anybody that know that
Yes,
family. Please,
yes,
please, if you are a
yes,
part of her village, please do what you can to help that young lady in any way you can. Because she's gonna need all the support you can get. That whole
yeah,
family.
yeah. And that's another thing, man. Back when we was growing up, you know, we knew to be home before the street lights came on. We knew to be home. We knew to that we need to take care of our business in the household and then go outside and play and this and that, man. You know, we didn't disrespect the elders. Why does why you want to a elder can't do nothing, man.
Right.
And
And
then all you
understand.
people, let me say
Oh,
this, Big E,
yeah, yeah, go
and
ahead.
then all you people, y'all get on Facebook and then y'all say y'all gonna do this to this person, do that to that person. And if something happened to that person, you're going to jail. For real.
Right. And we need
Social
to
media is
learn.
what we doing right here.
Right. We need
Make
to learn from the
awareness.
example of some of our other people of different races. You don't
Right.
see people of Asian descent or Indian descent in a lot of these scenarios
No,
because they don't deal with their people that way. They don't disrespect one another that way.
no, no,
Like I said, in
no.
other countries, some of the stuff that we go through here in America, it don't exist. Either because in that country, the minute you act up, you done, or because in the end, those people have grown up to have a different level of respect that we just don't seem to have right now here
No,
in
right
America.
now, yeah. Yeah. And again, everybody wake up, y'all, please.
Right. And that being said, that is
Wake
our
up, man.
discussion. I hope that y'all hear it. But right now we're getting back to the show. So yeah,
Yeah.
we got our first guest ready. So go ahead and introduce him, Coach.
All right, man. My first guest coming up, man. We go way back. He been on my show before when I was doing the other live. His name's Coach Leonard Holmes. He's the uh, owner and head coach of the Georgia Indians. They about to play their playoff game against the Mississippi. Look at it. He got that Michigan hat on. Where Jimbo? Where Jumbo at?
You might be getting on here in a minute.
Huh?
I told him. I told him. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can
Yeah,
hear
I
you.
told him. He know. He should be getting on here in a minute.
Okay, cool. Well, look, man, I'm finna get started, man. Y'all in the playoffs, man, against the Mississippi Wolfpacks, and I think y'all played them before. This is a rematch game for y'all, right?
Actually, this gonna be the we split. We split. We beat them one time. They beat us one time. This the South Division Championship game.
South Division Championship game. So what you expecting out the team today? How we looking? How the mental status with the players and everything?
Well, the mental right now, they. I saw something that I haven't seen all season. I think that's more of a focus. These guys is more focused. They had broke the film down more. Hey, hell, they had broke the film down more than the coaches. But that's what we looking for. You know,
Right.
a lot of our players taking accountability for both times we ain't played them. They ain't seen a lot of mistakes. So I think these boys ready to do something, man, because they know it's either it's either move to the championship or go
Ship.
home, baby.
Yeah. So as an owner, what was the biggest part for you to really build the Georgia Indians under your image?
Well, you know, you start off with building a staff. You know what I'm saying? You got to build your team. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get the right people on board. You got to get the right people that you can trust. That's pretty much. It's all about trust
Yeah.
and loyalty. You know, and if they
Right.
have the same vision as you have for these guys, and you know what? Not just for the guys, the coaches too, because these coaches can get picked up.
Yeah.
You know, they can go to
Yeah.
college and coach high school. You know, it's a resume for them as well. So it starts with your higher ups. You know, if you build you a nice organization, and then that trickle downs to the team, and then you know you get the players to feed on that chemistry. What you're trying to get them all on the same level. You gonna have your hiccups. It is what it is. You gonna have your prima
Right.
donnas. That's just part of football. You know,
Right.
but at the end of the day, it's one goal, and all we ask them to do is just play ball, have fun, and enjoy what they doing.
Exactly. So you in the AAL too, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes.
So coming from the Georgia Indoor Football League, what's the difference between the two?
Well, right now the difference is rules. You know, the rules are totally different because we're right now playing under the NAL and the IFL rules,
Uh-huh.
uh, where you can have two receivers going in motion at the same time. Um, you can have one jack in the box instead of having a Mike linebacker and a jack linebacker. So it's a little bit different. The GIFL, we had a tight end. You know, the guard can raise his hand up. He can
Right,
go out.
right,
He's
right.
eligible to catch a pass. In this league, tight end is just two guards and a center. You know,
Okay,
they can't go out
okay,
for a pass. So it's the rules is different. But I think just playing in the indoor atmosphere prepare these guys for that next tier up. You know.
okay. So I want everybody to know I've been knowing Coach Leonard for years. He brought me on with the Georgia Cardinals, and we really started the Georgia Cardinals together. And the vision that you started with, you still doing it right to this day. So do you see yourself after this going to a higher tier in the
Yes.
in the ring?
Yes, that's my goal. Because when we did semi-pro, we had a goal to move up to a paid professional level. You know what I'm saying? And that was a developmental level playing outside. But you know, like you know, he may have other plans for us. You know, so
Right,
with the background that I have, I played arena football. I loved it. I succeeded in it, and you know, a lot of guys is not getting that look outside.
right,
You know what I'm saying? They not getting that look outside. So hell, the IFA, I mean not the IFA, the indoor arena may be a place for them. Some of these guys is great and successful playing the indoor, but you know they can't play outside. They not you know they might be
right,
great indoors and may be mediocre outdoors, which is
right.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? But those the kind of athletes and those the kind of you know players that you know you have to adjust to it in different levels of.
Okay. So this game, you call it this game that's coming up tomorrow, the whiteout game. So how do you feel about now that you win your conference? This you finna go, you win your conference, you finna go to the AAL championship game. You one game away. What is your mindset, your coaching staff mindset, jumbo mindset, of this game? I wish he bring his big old butt on here, man. Uh, his mindset, everybody's mindset, because this is right now is either win or you out. So what's the mindset?
Our mindset right now is strictly just dominate, pure domination. And I love the way my coaches and them is implementing that to the players. We know as coaches we gotta adjust to our opponent. I mean,
Right?
we had a chance to play them twice. We know their strengths. We definitely know their weakness, like vice versa. They may know our strengths and our weakness. But it's gonna be a chess match. You know what I'm saying? I told the players last night on our call. I say, you know what, guys? I don't even think this game gonna be close. I think we really go do something to these guys. Simple fact, the whiteout, like Penn State. When Penn State had a whiteout, everybody, there's nobody in college football doing it like their fans. Even though I can't stand Penn State, but they do that whiteout, and that's what
Yeah,
we doing. And
yeah,
and
yeah,
that's that right there let these guys know how important it is. Our fans really is feeding into what these guys trying to do. So if they don't just play for themselves and for the fans, then it's a problem. So I think the fans is gonna be a part of that as well. That's why as coaches, if we make the right adjustments, we execute less penalties, we'll be just fine.
yeah. Okay. So the last two games that y'all played against the Mississippi Wolfpack, I think one of them was a tight game. One of them was um, the game just pulled away from y'all, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so what what are y'all doing different from what y'all did from the last two games that y'all played the Mississippi Wolfpack? Because I know for sure they may change up their game plan.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We well the first time we played them, we beat them 46 to 42. 46-42. Second time we played them, we beat them. I mean, they beat us 66. They beat us 60. It was 66 to 64. No, I'm
Oh,
sorry,
so both of
62.
them
So
was
they
tight
beat us by
games.
4. They beat us by 4, and we beat them by 4.
Ooh, so this really gonna be a tight game here. Hey, look, I just come on the GM, uh, Mr. Thomas Jumbo Stevens. Hey man, tell everybody. Hey, listen, I got a lot of history with this big fella right here, man. So tell everybody about yourself, man, and your role with the Georgia Indians, sir.
Man, how everybody doing this evening? Um, my name's Thomas Jumbo Stevenson. My role in with the Georgia Indians. I'm the O line coach and the GM, general manager. Um, my role is to get everybody where they need to be, man. Um, we progressing. We doing our thing. Right now, we the talk of the town.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. So how was it, man, by you being a former player, and I'm gonna ask Coach Leonard this as well. By you being a former player, and now you a general manager of a professional team. Now, how was that transition for you?
man. It was God doing. You know. And I'm not saying it was easy, but it came to me as a good gesture, you know. And we taking it as it is. Hopefully, it'll get better than
Yeah,
what it is now. But being a former player, the transition, I love football, so
yeah,
I do it for the
yeah.
love, you know.
I know that's right, man. So the
I
question that
mean,
I asked Coach Leonard, I want to ask you the mindset of the players going into this game here, because y'all win this game, y'all going to the AAL2 championship game to take on either the New Jersey, what's that, Bearcats? The New Jersey Bearcats. And the Michigan Avengers. Um, what's your take on this game here?
Well, I talked to Ron earlier today. Wished him well. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay,
I asked him how many play because they actually playing now. They start at 8 o'clock. They playing now.
they
So
playing today.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
so I asked them what they looking like. Are they ready? So when he told me how many players they was traveling with, 15 players, I'm like, oh, with one coach, and he's a player coach. I'm like, oh, coach, if y'all go ahead and beat 300,
yeah,
that's that y'all got a chance to do something that ain't never been done. I say, but y'all go have to play ball against a team with 15 players. It's gonna be tough. It's
yeah,
gonna be tough because New Jersey Bearcats they very fundamentally sound,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But they again they beatable. They have some weakness, So uh, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how Michigan survive in this fire.
So, hey, Coach Jumbo, what's how you feeling, man, with all this success? I know this is your first year. This is your first year in arena. Am I correct?
Not really. No. I've
Okay, well,
been, you know, um, I've been there with the Rampage, but I didn't play. But
okay,
and I knew a little something about the arena football. Um, to me, it's a great thing. It's a good thing, and I love it for my fellas. You know,
right,
and like I said, if you love football, you'll love anything that got to do with football. You
right,
know, and
right,
the guys we got, I'm gonna say, we overcame a lot of adversity, but at the same time, our guys is very talented. Our guys know where they want to be, and we're trying to get them there.
right. Okay, okay. Man, look, man, I know one thing I know about both of y'all too, man, is that when y'all put y'all mind to it, especially man, especially Coach Leonard, because I work coach with him, and I know your style too, Coach Stevens. Once y'all put y'all mind to what y'all want to do, man, y'all gonna be successful at it. And I told Coach Leonard this. I see y'all at a higher level real soon. The rate that y'all going because y'all not doing it as a one and done team or just y'all just putting something together. Y'all actually crossed y'all T's and dotted y'all I's, man, and the work that y'all doing for the Georgia Indians, man, for the public can see about the Georgia Indians is amazing, man. And I salute y'all for what y'all doing, man. For
And
real. So this game, the Mississippi Wolfpacks, they coming in here to beat y'all. From what I heard, they finna collect rent from y'all.
a lot of people collect rent, and what they do with
They give it back.
it? There you go. There you go.
So
but
what?
what Indians do?
Scalp, scalp
There
the
you go.
heads.
There you go. There you go. We ain't gonna
so
talk too much about what we gonna do, but
I know that's right.
they'll see it tomorrow. They'll see
So
what's
how
going on.
if people want to find out to watch the game, how can we, you know, um, watch the game between the Georgia Indians and the Mississippi Wolfpack?
They can just go on to go on YouTube, go on the Georgia Indians on YouTube versus the Wolfpack, and they'll be able to see it.
Okay. So how can people can find out more about you, Coach Leonard? How can they come in contact? If they want to go on your social media, find out about the Georgia Indians and the things that y'all have going on.
They can go to my Facebook page, Leonard Holmes. I advertise. I put a pretty much 80% of my page is Georgia Indians. Then they can go to the Georgia Indians Facebook page, where they can catch a lot of games, highlights, um, everything that's a part of it. We do have an Instagram page, and I got I ain't much into the Instagram. I got to still learn
Right.
how to do that, but it's up though. They can see it on Instagram too. Georgia Indians underscore something like that. I don't know what it is, but they can look, search it. They'll pull it up though. But it's
Okay.
not hard. It's not hard to find us. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard.
Okay. Okay. So, hey, Coach Jumbo, how can people find out more about you? On your social media and the things that you're doing outside of football and with the Georgia Indians.
They can find me on Facebook, Thomas Jumbo Stevenson. On Facebook, Instagram, the same thing. Um, you know, and we also, we try to strive on and off the field and make our players better. You know, we try to we network as a family. You know, and I mean, what more can you say? Georgia
Right.
Indians.
Yeah. So that's another thing I wanted to touch on. What do y'all do to for far as the community where y'all play at? Outside the community, what the things that the Georgia Indians to do to bring the people in to support y'all? What y'all do outside the community?
But right now we
Anybody can answer.
yeah,
Huh?
any right now we're working on. We have a nonprofit organization. We actually partnered up with two of them actually. Um, that's going to help us with some camps. It's Odyssey. Odyssey is a nutrient protein. Uh, what you call that protein workout. And they got some good supplements they use for athletes. So
Okay.
they're going to do a lot with us on this off season to do some camps for these kids. Um, and we also went to doing some things with what's his name, the owner of the Falcons.
Off the
Jumbo
blank.
said better. I let him talk about that, but you can explain that, Jumbo, how you got us linked up with them.
Yeah. The owner of the Atlanta
Arthur
Falcons,
Blank.
Arthur Blank.
Arthur Blank.
Um, I got us set up to visit the Children's Hospital of Atlanta.
Okay.
His new hospital, actually, the one they
Okay.
just built. We're the only team that been in there besides the Falcons. We're the only team.
Wow.
So I set that up,
Wow.
and we go hopefully in the near future, very soon. We gonna try to do more partnerships with them. Hopefully we'll get the team to meet Mr. Blank. Um,
Okay.
some of the Falcons, Um, we hosted a bingo night, and the kids
Oh,
loved it,
okay.
man. The kids loved it.
Okay.
Um, the way the players interacted with the kids, it was priceless. Just to see them
Wow.
smiles on them kids, but by you just knowing their stories, by you talking to them right then and there, it's heart feeling.
Right.
It
Right.
was
That's
very
a
heart
beautiful
feeling.
feeling there. That
Yeah,
is. That is.
and
That
and
is.
hopefully we could get some more community work in. We working on that. We got a full staff, so we just trying to take over Atlanta, man. We trying to be the
And y'all
next
doing
thing
that.
up.
Y'all doing that, man. Y'all doing that. Y'all keep doing the work that y'all doing because I see it and a lot of other people see it, man. I talk about the Georgia Indians a lot. I do it on when I do it on Facebook Live and everything. I'm proud of everything that y'all are doing. I wish y'all all the success. I mean, all the success that God has to give for y'all because y'all deserve it, man. Y'all really
And
do, Coach Leonard and Coach Stevenson, y'all really deserve it, man, for real,
And
because
that's
y'all
a
been putting work in.
and another thing we try to preach, man. We try to preach fatherhood into our players and godly doing godly things,
Yeah,
and we try to lead by example with ourselves also.
right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's one thing we big on. Ain't no bull crap when you step in our locker room. It's nothing but family vibes.
That bam, and that's how it's supposed to be. And I'm gonna tell you something. It's much more than just football, man. It's a lot to go on. It's like you said, teaching fatherhood. Being a great father to your children and all that stuff, man. So what y'all doing, man, is amazing. Keep doing what y'all doing. Come July 12th, which is tomorrow, it's going down. It's going
All
down,
all
man, and
switches is on.
it's on. It's on right now. It's on right now. You just got to get on that field. You feel
Yes,
me?
sir.
You
Yes,
know.
sir.
But look, man, I appreciate y'all coming on, man. I'm gonna have y'all on again, for the championship, because I know y'all going, man. Because y'all got business to take care of. You
And like you
know,
said, Coach, rent due. We
rent
hungry.
due, ain't no doubt, ain't no doubt. I wish I was with y'all, man. I do, man. I wish I
we
was
got
with
we got
y'all,
you in
man. I
spirit. We
swear
got
I
you in spirit,
do.
bro.
I know. I listen. I told Coach Leonard, and I'm telling your big self this too. Y'all go and don't be laughing, Coach Leonard. Y'all win the championship. I wear size 11, okay?
Okay.
11.
Okay.
Size 11 and feet. That's that Rose Bowl ring right there. So
Okay.
I want my ring. I know Coach Leonard over there looking at his people over there. I want my ring, man.
Hey, we go.
I've been a part of this since day one.
That's right. You already
Since
know.
day one. You know. Hey, look, man, I love y'all, man. I wish y'all all the success, injury free. That's my producer right there, Big Easy. Call him Eat Up. You know, before we started the show, man, we had a thing on talking about violence. You know, because it's too much violence going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
children getting killed. It's just getting out of hand, man. A young lady went to her job and killed the manager here day before
Yeah. Yep.
yesterday.
Yep. I seen that.
It's getting out of control, man. So what y'all doing, man, keep doing it, keep preaching it out in the neighborhoods, man. So these young fellas get them off the streets,
Yeah.
put them
Yes.
into football, man. Put them into
Most
something, for
most
real.
definitely.
Get a cheerleading squad going, something, man.
Oh, it's
Get y'all a
coming. We got look.
cheerleaders, man.
Hey,
You
we got
know
big things
that.
coming, bro. We got big things coming.
I know y'all do. I know y'all do. I know y'all do, man. So with that, man, Coach Leonard, one more time, introduce yourself to everybody and how they can link up with you and the Georgia Indians.
I'm Leonard Holmes, the owner and head coach of the Georgia Indians. You can reach me on Facebook, Leonard Holmes. You can also reach me on TikTok, Leonard Holmes, and the Georgia Indians Facebook page as well. So just get at me. I got all the information you need, um, and love for everybody to be a part of something special.
No doubt. And I can vouch for that. Coach Thomas, what about you, man? Tell everybody about you and how they can reach out to you, sir.
All right. I'm Coach Jumbo, Thomas Jumbo Stevenson. Facebook page is the same. Um, my TikTok page. Hold on. I'm trying to get my name on the TikTok. My TikTok page is Jumbo the Judge. Um, no underscore. It's just Jumbo the Judge.
Okay.
Instagram Jumbo. You'll see my profile picture. Um, you know, just reach out to me. We'll talk.
No doubt, no doubt. And I'm gonna make sure if anybody called me to contact with y'all, I'm gonna make sure I send them over to y'all, man, for real. So look, man, y'all enjoy y'all the rest of y'all day. Um, again, I wish y'all all the success tomorrow.
Yes, sir. We
We
appreciate you,
Okay,
appreciate it, bro. We
and
appreciate it.
I wear a size 11. Okay,
We got you.
man.
and I still ain't get my Cardinal jersey. I just want you to know that, man. I still ain't get my Cardinal jersey, Coach Leonard.
I, I got you.
Yeah. Hey man. Hey, look, man. I love y'all. Y'all have a good night, man. And
Love you too, man.
Love you too,
kick
bro.
Mississippi Wolfpack butt tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
All right. Y'all
sir.
have a good night, man.
All right.
Man. Man. I'm glad y'all tuned in, man. That was Coach Leonard. He's the head coach and owner of the Georgia Indians indoor football team. They go to battle tomorrow, um, July 12th against Mississippi Wolfpack. If you want to find out more about them, go to their Facebook page, which is Georgia Indians. If you want to reach out to Coach Leonard, that's their Instagram page, is Georgia Indians Football. If you want to reach out to Coach Leonard, his Facebook page is Leonard Holmes. Uh, Coach Thomas Jumbo Stevenson, he's the GM. He's the GM and O line coach for the Georgia Indians, man. You can reach out to him, man, if you need anything to talk about or whatever, any advice, man. Hey, that's the man to holler at, man. He a good dude. He may be 7'2", man, but he got a heart of gold, man. He got a heart of gold, man. So thank y'all for coming on, Coach Leonard and Coach Jumbo, man. It meant a lot, man. Good luck tomorrow in y'all game, man.
Yeah.
So what's going on, Big Easy?
Before we move on, let me definitely send a shout out to my Nighthawk Network
Let's
information
go.
page people who've been tuning in. You see, we got a new logo that we gonna implement there for the Nighthawk Network. You know our motto, Nighthawk Network, our voices for our people, and it's definitely that. Coach Vincent is definitely one of our people, so we are
No
enjoying
doubt.
having him on the platform doing his thing.
No doubt. No
Also, again,
doubt.
shout out
No,
to Coaches Stevenson and Coaches Home for tuning in and checking in with us this evening. We
no doubt.
appreciate
No
it.
doubt.
Definitely want to shout out our girl, Road to Stardom, who every week checks into the show. She says, "Hey,
Thanks,
Coach
Ro.
C, we appreciate you checking in. We also
No
appreciate you
doubt.
sharing
Thank
the
you.
show because she's been sharing the show as well with other people. So thank you for that as well. Road has always been a very staunch supporter of our Nighthawk Network, and we appreciate that very much. We are definitely in collaboration with her with some projects that we're gonna work on with Road to Stardom and Road to Stardom Radio Productions. So be looking out for that in the coming weeks and months to come.
But talk about a little bit of that what y'all got going on, man.
Okay,
Cause
well,
let
basically,
you
as you know, previously I was in the process of running my own internet radio station known as
right.
Nighthawk Network Radio. We had some technical difficulties and some issues with the financial backing of the station, so we had to shut it down for a time. But within the next 2 weeks, we will be back on the air, broadcasting live 24/7, doing a variety of music, primarily R&B and soul, but we'll also have hip hop on the platform. We'll have independent music. We'll have a little jazz and country, and also we'll have
Oh,
the
okay.
party mixes that we have on Friday and Saturday. For us people of the '80s, we'll have the party mix featuring DJ Deep Fry, and on Saturday we will have the Granny's House mix with some of those old hits from back in the day. Like Brick House and stuff like that. There. So be looking to check that out. Once we get back on, we'll have the commercials and all that. So we'll let you know.
Okay, well, man, looking forward to that upcoming stuff that you have going on. And again, if you want to subscribe to Straight Sports Talk, man, you subscribe to YouTube, man. You can check my shows out there. We do go live on Facebook, but YouTube is where it's at. You know, you can go on the Nighthawk. No, Get Off My Lawn Nighthawk Network as well. You can go to Coach Vincent Fortner-Bey and check the lives out as well, because we're gonna have some amazing guests coming on in the
Right, and do us
following
a favor
weeks.
for the 45 plus people that have already tuned in. If you happen to tune back in later on or in one of the rebroadcasts, leave us a message. Leave us some comments so we know that you checked in and let us know what you thought of the show and
Right,
all of that. We appreciate that interaction with the show.
right. Yeah. So again, I want to touch on, since we have maybe a couple of minutes left. Everybody put the guns down, y'all. Put the guns down. Find something that'll occupy your time than the thinking about going out to committing some type of harm to someone, or maybe to yourself, because you don't know what the next person that you may run up on, what they may got going on as well.
Right.
You know what I'm
And,
saying?
and,
So
and then
yeah,
while
let's
we on
start
that
thinking.
subject, I don't want us to sit here and just villainize all the young people,
It's
because
the
part
elders
of it is
too.
that they don't have outlets sometimes for their energy and things that a lot of places they're not having the type of summer programs that I would like to see implemented throughout the city and the country during these summertime. Unfortunately,
Right,
they may end up like the tragedy in Texas, and please, many prayers and thoughts to those people in Texas that lost their loved ones in that tragic flood that went on there earlier this week. um it's sad because those kids, they was at camp and just having fun, making memories, and now some of them unfortunately have a memory that will last a lifetime of some very tragic stuff. So
right,
yeah, that is
right,
always a possibility, true enough. But for all the bad things like that, there should be so many good memories of people going to camp and going to Cedar Point or going to the local recreation center or the local ballpark to play ball and all of that. Make some good outlets for some of our young people.
yeah,
Get together with some of your neighborhood people. Like, yeah, and I see these kids running around doing knucklehead stuff. Let's try to get them all together and have them start like a softball league or kickball or something to that effect.
yeah,
All that fun stuff that we used to do as kids. That it
yeah,
seems like
yeah,
kids are doing
yeah,
less and less
yeah,
now.
yeah.
Because I
I
hate that,
agree with
we
you
always
one
talk
hundred
about how
percent
we
on
hate
that.
how these kids be sitting here on the tablets half the time, but then when they decide to come
Not half
outside,
the time, all the time.
then they decide to
They
come
be on there
outside,
all the time.
and it's the knucklehead stuff they're going with them. I hate that.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, again, y'all, just like what Big E said, man, let's find something to do to occupy our time. I know that the government, they cut out a lot of recreation centers, which I hated that they did that, because that was the foundation of neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Getting going when you get out of school, you can go to Butzel's. Some of the Butzel's recreation centers are closed down now. I think it's
Right.
only
And,
one
and,
still
and
up.
sadly, a lot of our church organizations, they're not doing the things that they
Doing
used to do back
that
then.
too, yeah.
Remember how many of us as kids went to St. Cecilia to go play basketball
Oh
during the summer,
man,
for
and
example?
man, you know what, man? Since you said, I didn't know it was closed down.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That's sad,
Yeah, I
man.
mean, fortunately, they are trying to reopen Crump Gym so they can have that
I
outlet.
heard that. Yeah, I
So yeah,
heard
shout
that.
out to the people that's doing that.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, and when I went past, I'm a product of Saint Cecilia. With Sam Washington. Sitting there when everybody coming in. You know what I'm saying? There was some amazing times growing up.
Right. Because
We
remember,
can't. We
some of
gotta
the best
find a way to
NBA
doing that.
players we
Get
know
back to that.
played at St. Cecilia.
Yeah, but we got to find a way of getting back to. People don't get into sports like they used to. You don't see the playing baseball at the park. You got all these baseball parks out here. Don't nobody be playing softball or nothing no more, man. You know, and that's sad, man.
Okay, coach, it's time for our next guest. We'll get back to that conversation later, but we don't want to keep
Okay, man.
Cody waiting.
Let me introduce my guy.
Go for it.
He been on the show. He been on the show quite a few times. He kind of ducked me last time for some rare reason.
Nah.
Everybody, this is the assistant GM, head coach of the St. Paul Bears, a men's arena football team. Hey, tell everybody about yourself, coach.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm the head coach, assistant GM of the St. Paul Bears, first year organization out of Minnesota. And we're just extremely excited to have this opportunity to bring arena football back to the cities. And yeah, we're excited to get the season rolling. Our first game is September 8th. And yeah, we got training camp starting this upcoming Tuesday. It's an exciting time for sure.
Okay, so how has it been? By you being you assistant GM, man. How is it that you doing assistant GM duties and doing the head coaching duties? How is that affecting your judgment? Because both of them go hand in hand. So how is you preparing yourself for both jobs?
Well, like you said, they go hand in hand. So it's definitely made me more aware, more organized. Scheduling is very important. A couple days or a couple hours a day, I might be working on, playbooks, coaching schemes, just setting up Zooms, stuff like that for the team. Setting up. Fundraisers, sponsorship events, stuff like that. And then the next couple hours, I might be switching over to assistant GM mode. Getting the handbook going, the code of conduct, making writing up the contracts. Uh, it's 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 kind of exhilarating. It's literally like I'm playing Madden football in real life, franchise
Yeah,
mode.
yeah.
I'm loving every
So
minute of it.
I know you is, man. I know you is because we do talk quite frequently and stuff, So how is it with the coaching staff? You got your coaching staff and stuff together, and it's a twofold question. You say you have training camp coming up or tryouts coming up soon. Could you elaborate on both of those?
Can we repeat that?
Okay, the first one was putting your coaching staff together, and now you're getting ready to start tryouts for the St. Paul Bears. How is you getting everything together as far as with that?
Well, right away, first one of the first things I was wanted to get done was just lock in my coaching staff. So our whole coaching staff is basically locked in. I got my defensive coordinator, Coach Chris.
Hmm.
I got Coach Fred running the offense, Marty running the special teams. We've all coached before with like all together with the Minneapolis Warriors last year. So
Hmm.
we already have that dynamic and respect for each other. So we're just ready to get going. We're so excited. We have Zoom calls almost every week. And just making sure everyone's on the same page, everyone knows what I expect and how I want things done. So I'm so grateful for each and every one of them. This season, uh, you know, I'm expecting big things from my defense and high powering scoring from my offense. So
Okay, okay. So you have training camp coming up. What are you doing to promote for training camp or tryouts that you're having? Because I know you still have your veterans that's still a part of the team. Are you accepting new players? What steps are you doing for that?
well, we've had two tryouts so far, and then actually had so many players, that couldn't make the first couple due to circumstances that wanted a shot and deserved a shot. So I threw out a special invite tryout, and so I'm thinking about doing another one. I'll have to talk to ownership about it. You know, we can only have 30 players for home games.
Right.
I started training camp. I wanted to make sure our numbers were a little bit higher. That way, we could have that competition. And I want everybody to know that they have to earn their spot. Nothing's sweet around here.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
I know
So
that's right. So
um,
what the league that y'all in, what's the name of the league that y'all in?
the United Indoor Football Association. We have 4 teams right now,
Uh
and obviously, I wish we had more, but that is what it is. Is that my speaker? Or is that your speaker?
yeah. Don't worry.
All
It'll
right.
work itself out.
All right.
It'll
Bet.
work itself. You're not the only one it happened to, so we
Yeah.
working on that. You had
All
Okay,
right.
something
All
you
right.
want to
Bet.
ask Big
Bet.
Easy?
Bet. But
hey, check it out. We got a couple people checking in. Shout out to Stacy Bounty and Latricia Dawkins. Also want to shout out Valdavia Alexander Roberts checking into the show, saying, "Hey, Coach V, appreciate all y'all checking into the show. Continue on, sir."
Yeah.
but
Okay. Thank you,
yeah, like I was
Debbie and
saying.
everybody else.
Oh,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, like I said, I wanted numbers a little bit high so we had that competition. I might throw in one last tryout, um, but we'll have to see there. I might throw in a little gift. You know what I'm saying? We'll see.
Yeah, I think as me as a coach and been in your position, I would do that. I mean, you do how you do, but I would do that just to see what the competition level at. It may be something that where you may be need. So what's the mindset with the guys that you have right now? Where their mindset at, and where you see the St. Paul Bears in this league?
Our mindset, honestly, and this is no disrespect to any other teams,
No,
but
no, no. Handle your business.
we're trying to put that belt to ass. We are definitely trying to put um, you know feet on throat and neck, and um, honestly, they're itching to get out there. They got cheated out of 2 preseason games, and most players would be discouraged or kind of lose that passion and just be like, "Oh, like when are we going to get to play?" But these guys stay ready, and they come from a championship-winning pedigree, and that's exactly
Okay.
what we're expecting. No joke.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
So
Checking in again, Coach. Right quick, got a comment from Ebuck. He liked that belt to ass. Yeah, put the foot to it. Put the foot to it. He said. All right now.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. That's a mentality. That's got to be a mentality.
yeah, yeah. So with this league that y'all be facing in, will y'all be taking any preseason games to to just to see where your team is at mentally and physically?
I'm trying. I am in talks with at least 3 teams right now to try to get at least a couple. It's coming down to logistics right now, and
Right.
just trying to lock
Right.
in and make sure that a venue is available for them dates.
Okay. Okay. So what are you doing to get the St. Paul Bears out there, far as promoting them, so the fans, so you can get, because it's all about for the fans. So what are you
Yes.
doing? The St. Paul Bears do for the community and things of that nature.
Well, I try everything that I can to promote the Bears. I help run the Facebook and the Instagram, so I'm throwing up stories and
Yeah,
graphics
yeah.
and promoting as much as I can. I'm calling into radio shows down in Florida, doing this show with you. I've got an interview with the Sports Network over in Colorado, so I'm trying to get that reach, trying to get eyes at least on us, and just make it so this logo isn't something new. We have a bunch of events that we're planning to help or like be out in the community. We're partnering with JJ Kern and the MPFL. It's amazing league for the youth down over here in Minnesota, and so we like to partner with them, have some uh, pro players get on the field and help coach these kids. We got the merch stand, with player signings, get a picture with them, and just get to know them and talk to them. Know them on a I guess, a normal friendship level. We have a huge event at We Fest Music Festival, so that'll be a huge opportunity for us to help the community. We're going to be working the beer tent, helping with parking and perimeter checks, and we got a couple more. I guess events that I will be announcing here soon, but it's got to do with Minnesota Vikings, Minnesota Golden Gophers football team. So we got some
Okay.
stuff in the works for sure.
Okay. I just had on um, Coach Leonard and Coach Thomas, the Georgia Indians.
Yeah.
They play conference championship tomorrow against the Minnesota Wolfpacks. Um, and I asked him, what are you doing to get these guys motivated? I know you say you have the zooms and the stuff like that. Are the players what are the players doing to get stay motivated to stay ready for competition?
I guess it honestly, this group, it's a different group. I'm blessed to have this group because I don't have to do much to motivate them. They know what's what. We treat it like a business trip. We walk in suited and booted, handle business, we leave. You know what I'm saying? On to the next. They know what it is. I'm telling you, this is a very special group that I got right now.
That's good to hear.
Hmm.
So with that, man, what advice do you have for a person that wanna become a coach or a head coach or maybe be in the front office? What advice do you have for them, and what steps do they have to take?
Man, honestly, the biggest thing, especially with a new organization and taking the leap to be assistant GM, would be you're literally starting at scratch. So I like to say, if you can think it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand, and that's so true. Take the Bears for example. We had the logo, all right, had the name, made the logo, remade it. Took that idea that we had, put it on paper. Now that idea that was put on paper is on this shirt that I can hold in my hand. It's on a sweatshirt. It's on a helmet decal. Helmets painted purple. Like footballs are coming in, jerseys are coming in. Like nothing is impossible. Nothing's ever 0%. You just gotta
That's
take
good, yeah.
initiative and do it.
And I'm gonna ask you this question here, because we didn't really start at 8 o'clock. We started at 7:30. We did a special about awareness, violence awareness and stuff like that. What is the St. Paul Bears, or have they thought about um, doing such a thing to s- speak awareness into the community about gun violence and things of that nature?
We have thought about it, and we're putting a plan in motion. Tried to get in front of a bunch of youth, at fall camps coming up. We want to get in front of as many schools as we can and just express the importance of how serious and dangerous it can be, and how there are so many more outlets that you can turn to.
Yeah,
It's you don't have. Sometimes it's better to go left with when everyone else goes right. You know what I'm saying? You don't always have to do what everyone else is doing to fit in. Um, you know, one bad mistake can ruin everything you've worked for.
yeah, Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
just not worth it at the end of the day. You got to put it into perspective. How important is this decision? You know what I'm saying? It's just taking that time to be self aware, to be true to yourself.
My man. And you know, every time we do talk on the phone, we do touch on something like that, you know. Far as with your players, if they going through, because mental health is deep in football. What do the St. Paul Bears offer to players that's going through something? What do y'all offer to help them to get their mind back on the right track?
So I've been doing my own little mindset motivation class, I guess you could say, for the past 5 years. And so as of right now, we don't officially have anything, but I let all my players know. Doesn't matter what time it is, doesn't matter if you got to call me on whatever, how many times, just give me a call. I'm going to answer it eventually and we're going to chop it up. It doesn't matter how long. I've let all my players know that.
Yeah, yeah. And we
Yeah,
talk,
we're
we
all a
talk.
team.
Yeah, I know because we talk sometimes. You know, it's much more than just football.
Hmm.
You know, it's about building young men to be better men. You know what I'm saying? For the St. Paul Bears, man, um, y'all haven't had a game yet. Y'all putting all the works and all this stuff in. Um, who is y'all first opponent? I don't know if your schedule came out because I tried to find the schedule. Who is your
Oh,
oh, who is y'all first opponent coming up September 8th? Hello. Uh-oh. Did we lose him?
You look like he having a few technical difficulties at the moment.
no.
Give him
Oh,
a
there you go. There you go. There you go.
September 6th against the Iowa Power. I do apologize.
No, you good. You good. You good. You good. So you have your game plan up. You and the coaching staff have your game plan up for this, preparing for this first game. Am I correct?
Absolutely. Yep,
Okay.
yep.
So so tell everybody. You know, I want to hold you up too long. So tell everybody more about you, man. About the assistant GM, about the head coach, Coach Cody Hamadal. I said your name right.
There you go. There you go. Um, Honestly, man, I'm just a coach out here trying to, achieve my goals. I set goals, made them a burning desire, and I'm just out here trying to achieve them. And I'm enjoying the ride. I know that you ask for the journey, or the goal, or the dream, and you get the journey along with it, ups and downs. So I'm enjoying it. I guess congratulate and expect challenges, and I face them head on. So that's what you're gonna get with me, 100%.
No doubt. And I know that, man. I know that. And I'm looking forward to your upcoming season. Tell everybody where they can find out more about you and the St. Paul Bears men's arena football team.
Yeah, you can find us on Facebook, St. Paul Bears, uh, and then we our Instagram page, St. Paul Bears, and you'll be able to find us. I post regularly, as much as I can, and give you guys as much content and you know uh, inside clips as I can. So
Okay.
I
Okay.
appreciate
Well,
you.
well, look, I appreciate you, Coach, for coming on, man. And like I always say, I'm just a phone away. You can always reach out to me, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm always here for you. And so with that, man, wish you all success in your season. Tell all your players, you know, to ball out, man. Put 100% in. So with that, man, hey, wish you all the success, and we got nothing but love for you, Coach.
Love, man. I appreciate this opportunity. We'll talk soon.
Oh, you'll be back. I promise you that. You'll be
All right,
back.
man.
You you,
You
you
guys
locked
enjoy
in
your
now.
night.
Matter of fact, you owe me 2 shows now. Cause you,
Deal.
you
All right, man.
matter of fact, you owe me a whole hour.
I'll give you a whole hour.
All right, man. Hey, look, you
All right,
have a
man.
good night and a good weekend, man. And
Yes,
be
sir.
safe
Yes,
out there,
sir.
man. Wish you and the St. Paul Bears all the luck, all the success this season. All right. Hey, that was Coach Cody Hamandar. He's assistant GM, head coach for the St. Paul Bears. You can go to the Facebook page, look up St. Paul Bears. You go to Instagram and look up St. Paul Bears. Their season starts September 8th, and they'll play against the Iowa Power. I don't know if it's going to be streamed, but he'll give me that information soon so I can start advertising it for him and stuff like that, man. So, again, if you want to reach out to Coach Cody Hamadan, go to his Facebook page, which is Cody Hamadan. Ask him any type of questions you want to ask him, man. He's open for anybody. You know what I'm saying? So with that, we're gonna wait on our next guest. What the top we want to talk about?
Well,
Big
before
East.
we get into that, I do want to say that I'm really learning a lot from doing this show with you, sir. I mean, just the fact that there's so many different outlets of developmental football. There's the
Yeah,
indoor leagues, there's the outdoor leagues, there's the 7 man, then the full roster. There's the
yeah,
women's leagues, of course, and there's
yeah.
several different women's leagues. It's a lot to be learned and to talk about. So I really appreciate that you are opening up that avenue for people to learn about the game behind the game. It's not just
No
all
doubt. I appreciate.
NFL
Yeah,
and college. You learning some of
yeah,
the in betweens, some of the longer
yeah,
routes some people are taking to a
yeah.
successful football career.
And also, I want to get a shout out to all the teams in the WFA, the Women's Football Alliance. They still playing in they playoff games as well. Shout out to them and wish y'all all the success in the playoff games. Just so happened Derby City Dynamite was eliminated last Saturday, so now they on a rebuilding stage, you can catch you can catch the WFA championship game on ESPN. I think it's gonna be on ESPN 2 or ESPN 1, one of those. Also, I want to give a shout out to the Kalamazoo Bears. Miss Tata Harris, she putting her organization together, getting ready for the 2026 season. So, if anybody interested here in Michigan that want to play some women's football, get in touch with Miss Tata Harris. The name of their team is Kalamazoo Bears. You can go on her Facebook page, which is Tata Harris, or you can go on the Facebook page, it's Kalamazoo Bears, uh, you can go. I think it's K Bears, something like that, or their Instagram, but their Facebook page, you can really find them Kalamazoo Bears. Also, if you in Detroit and you want to play for a women's football team, check out the Detroit Proud. I'm gonna have one of their players on next week as well. Um, I'm gonna have her on next week. If you want to play some football, women's football, check out the Detroit Proud. They have a good organization. Here we have the owner and head coach, Mr. Michael Vitale. So also tomorrow, July 12th, the Michigan Bills they will be playing the Tri City Stampede, and I think they're out of Saginaw, I do believe. I think they're out of Saginaw, and kickoff is at 5 p.m. If you want to know more about that game, go to the Michigan Bills Facebook page, and you'll find out. It will be live streamed on there. So yeah, Michigan Bills tomorrow play the Tri City Stampede tomorrow. Also tomorrow you have the conference championship game between the matter of fact you got the Michigan Avengers and the New Jersey Bearcats playing as we speak for their conference championship in the AAL2 conference championship game. So the winner of that game will play the winner of the Georgia Indians and the Mississippi Wolfpack, which they would be playing tomorrow. I don't know the kickoff time is, but they will be playing tomorrow. I think it's a 6 o'clock game.
Just,
It's a
just
7 p.m. game.
I'm just amazed
So,
that you keep
huh,
up with all these leagues to the extent that you do, sir, and still
huh.
to talk about the major sports at the same time. That's
I
a lot.
love this, man. I
Clearly,
love this game, man. Coach Leonard, those two, I know them personally. They can tell you how passionate I am about this, man. I love this game, and I hated that I'm retiring. I'm walking away from being on the field. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not fun to me anymore. You know, but what I'm doing right now, I love this here. I love interviewing owners and coaches and players from the women's side to the men's side. If you play basketball, baseball, soccer, rugby, cricket, whatever sports you may play, you're welcome to come on my show and talk about it, and I can talk it with you. But like I say, this is my last after this season here. I'm hanging up my coach's whistle, which is it's my coach's whistle. I done had this thing for years, man. Matter of fact, this the same whistle I had when I was with the Georgia Cardinals. So yeah, I'm hanging it up, man. I want to do this. I feel a lot of enjoyment. I'm gonna miss being on the field. I ain't gonna lie, but I do have an opportunity to interview players on the field. Oh man.
you are a liar. I guarantee, I almost personally guarantee that this time next year you'll be coaching again. You're lying
Yeah,
to
I'm
America.
I'm done, man. I am, man. I am.
It's all false. It's all a
I
witch hunt. I don't
I
believe any
did
of it.
I did have an
Fake
offer to.
news.
I did
Fake
have a.
news.
I Can I speak? I did have, yeah,
Fake news.
freeze. I did have an offer to go coach somewhere in another state, man. And they want me bad too. They really want me bad, but I'm not I'm not feeling it like I used to, man. It's just not there, man. You know what I'm saying? I hated had to come to because I seen myself coaching and teaching the game for a long time, man. Because
Yeah, well, okay, coach, that's all nice and good, but yeah, let's get to the actual meat of the show here. We got our next guest in. I
my
give you
man, let's
Adrian
go.
Williams.
Hey, before I further do, I want to introduce this young man here. He played for the Motor City Rams, undefeated. I think they 9-0 right now. They 9-0 or 10-0 right now. They just come off the 2024 championship game, won the championship and national championship. At that, here we have Mr. Adrian Williams for the Motor City Rams, played linebacker and the edge rusher for the Motor City Rams. Man, welcome to Straight Sports Talk, young man. It's
Thank
an
you,
honor
sir.
to have you, man. So tell us about the Motor City Rams. What's going on, man? What's happening, man? What's going on with them?
Man, there's a lot going on. We have a great young team this year. Um, obviously they had a lot of vets. Um, we're building to try to go two-peat. This is my first year with the Rams. Last year I played with the Bills, the Michigan
Mm-hmm.
Bills. And the culture over here is amazing. Like we're getting ready. We have a game tomorrow against Racine, a
Mm.
very historic franchise,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're the next step for us to get to the championship. So that's what we're locked in on right now. But as of right now, they're doing a great thing. Derek Newsom, the team owner. Captain, linebacker, amazing. Uh, all the coaches, Coach Fonz, great coaches. Coach Coach KP, great
Mm-hmm.
coach. Learned a lot from him. Um, this is my third year, or no, second year playing defense. So learning a lot from
Okay.
him, and we got leaders
So
on the D
so
line. Oh
y'all
yeah, go
just I
ahead.
want to go back to this last game. Y'all played the other undefeated team, the Detroit Ravens, and
Yes.
that was a head buster there.
Mhm.
Um, what was the emotion going into that game?
There was a lot of emotion. It was for me personally, it was intense. Like I never got to play the Rams. Last year when we played them when I was on the Bills, I had broke my wrist, so I didn't get to play them. But the Rams and the Ravens have a big rivalry, and it was just intense. Like we don't like them, they don't like us. Like getting to the field, you could just feel the intensity of the game before the game even started, from our players, and then when they started walking up from their players. So it was an intense game.
Mm, mm. So what man, with this question I want to ask you, man, and it
Mm,
goes back with the Michigan Bills
mhm,
and now with the Motor City Rams. What made you? And I know you probably don't want to go in depth with it.
mhm.
What was the transition from the Bills to the Rams?
The transition, like why I left, or
No, not
just
why you left. How was the
yeah.
transition?
Oh, the transition. The transition was it went really smooth. Everyone was very open for me joining the team. You know, I like to think of myself as a real humble guy. Coming in like I didn't expect anything. Like nothing was given to me. Um, Everyone was pretty, open and teaching me the game. You know what I mean? And just the atmosphere with all the coaches and the players, like it was a great transition from playing for the Bills to the Rams.
Okay, so this game y'all coming up, man. I know a lot
Mm,
about the Racing Raiders, man.
mhm,
Um, they gonna come. They coming to fight. They coming to here,
mhm.
or y'all going there?
Oh, they're coming here.
Oh, woo! So, what is the mindset with you and the players going into this game right here?
So for me and the players, a lot of us have not beaten Racine. They're a very tough, big physical team, and we're coming in with the mindset of we don't care about that. Like it's anybody's game. You know what I mean? Like we're coming in like we're not putting them on a pedestal. We're coming in like we're the top team in the league right now. We're number one. Like they
Right?
got to beat us. That's the mentality we're coming in with.
Is
So
they
yeah.
they is that they coming in undefeated too, or they got a loss? Don't
No,
they?
they lost to the Ravens.
They lost to the Ravens. Okay,
Yeah, I believe they
okay.
lost to the Ravens.
So this game here is really this is what's they how they call it a watch your back game, because
Mm,
Racine could come out. They coming to win too, because they got
exactly.
something. They have something to prove.
Mm,
I want to talk about, man. What is your future like? What is your goals besides playing at this level, or do you want to go to a different level, a higher level?
mm. So yeah, my goals obviously right now just finish the season. Try to get that championship, and learn as much as possible. Like I said earlier, this is my second year playing defense. Throughout my high school and college career, I played offense. So I would love to go higher. Maybe play some arena ball. Maybe if I'm 23 years old. I'm still working and grinding in the gym every day, eating right, learning the game. If there was a possibility for me to go higher than that, I'm working towards it every day.
Yeah, and I see it because you do be in the gym a lot.
Mm,
So, for a young guy, that young gentleman that want to play ball, and they see you playing, what advice do you have for them to get to where you at?
Man, stay hungry. That's what I gotta say. Stay hungry. Like, soak up as much knowledge as you can and keep grinding, man. Like, make sure you're in the gym, make sure your nutrition's right, and like I said, just keep learning. Like, be coachable.
Okay,
That's what I would
that's
say
what's yeah. So what are you doing to prepare yourself for tomorrow, man?
for
Or
tomorrow.
any game. What advice do you have for someone that to prepare themselves for any game for practice? You
For
know,
practice. Mhm.
yeah. So what do you do for to prepare yourself mentally?
Mhm. So, I mean, I know a lot of people like music. Um, I'm really big into like old jazz. So like I'm listening to smooth old jazz, just like clearing my head
My
out, clearing my head, because I can't go in there like thinking about a million things. Like obviously you got to know your stuff, but like before you get into that mentality of like go mode, like to get aggressive and stuff like that, you got to be calm. So for me, I like to listen to like jazz music, and then like after I'm done with that, I'm warming up and all that good stuff. But I'm thinking like a lot of people put too much pressure on themselves. Like when it comes to playing the game, it's a game. You know what I mean? Like it's a game. So
right.
I'm thinking to myself like be aggressive but have fun. And then when you're having fun, like the game just comes so easy, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, so I just like I said, I like to listen to my music, get in my zone, think about what I'm gonna do, how I'm gonna do it, go over the plays that we practiced and watched in film, and then just relax, man, because it's a game. Like,
Yeah,
don't put too
no
much pressure
doubt,
on it.
no doubt. I want to say this, man. I met you last year, and
Mhm.
I tried to get you to come play for me.
Yep. Yep.
We did get an opportunity to play. We were supposed to play a game against a team, but they never showed up, man.
Yep.
And I watched you ever since, man. You are an amazing young man. I always tell you that,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I'm very proud of you. Keep up the good work, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Stay humble. I know you got a meeting to go to and everything, man. I just wanted to get you in, man. I had Jay Gaskin on here before.
Okay.
He was just in Alabama. He should be back now. I don't know if he's back now.
Okay. Yeah,
Because
I'll
he
talk to
he
him.
was just yeah, he was just in Alabama. But man, you have a lot to offer to any team that you have a lot to offer to any team, man. You're that hell of a player mentally and physically, man. And I saw that in that 1 year just being around you, man. And I wish you all the success. Um, so I want you to tell everybody how can they find out more about Adrian Williams? How can they find you on
Mhm.
social media? Because I do have people be looking. Man. So how can they
Yeah.
reach out to you? How can they find some film on you?
Okay. First off, thank you, Coach. I really appreciate that.
No doubt.
You're speaking highly of me, and like I said, I wish we were able to, get that
Yeah,
get
me
that
too.
going. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
maybe we'll see that in the future. You never know. And I enjoyed when you were coaching me. You know what I mean? So, uh, you can find me on Instagram. My huddle link should be in there with my film. I'm on Facebook. I post my workout content and some of my highlights on there.
yeah.
Adrian Williams, and then Instagram Adrian or no A Williams 7. The eyes are ones.
Okay, okay. My producer might have a question for you. You have a question for him, Big Easy?
Absolutely. Mr. Williams, thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate you. Make sure that you guys look this person up on social media and follow him and anybody else who we had on the show. Um, Recently, there's been comments by one coach, Vincent Fortner-Bey, that he no longer has the love for the game necessary for him to be an effective coach on any level. Can you please talk
Can
to
you
him
hear him?
about why you feel he'll be a good coach still?
Man, first off, that's a crazy statement.
Absolutely.
Coach Vincent, from the little time that we had to coach, like his intensity, man, like the way people like follow him, as a leader, you got to be a strong leader. You got to be vocal. You got to be all that. When I first came to the team, that he was coaching, he just had a presence about him, man. Like he's a strong leader, and like I don't think, like obviously whatever someone said was they don't know what the heck they're talking about. Excuse my language, but coach is a strong uh leader, and he still loves the game. I mean, he's still coming to games. He's still coaching. You know what I mean? Like I seen he was coach for the Bills. Um, yeah, like he's got so much to offer to. You still, man, you still got time, man. You still got so much to offer. Like I said, I'm young, and when I came over there and he was coaching, like I looked up to him. I specifically told him, I said, I want to play for you. Like that's the type of coach you want to play for. Is like someone you could talk to. Like we had conversations outside of practice. Like that's the type of coach you want to play for. He's a player, player's coach.
Man, I
Yeah, so
appreciate you
basically you
saying
saying
that.
he is firm but fair.
But like I say,
Absolutely.
it's not fun no more.
Hmm.
It's not. What I'm saying, and but anyway, look, Mr. Williams, man. I appreciate you coming on. I know you have a meeting to go to and everything. I wish you and the Motor City Rams all of the success tomorrow, injury free. It's a big game for y'all, man.
Mm,
You know, and y'all got to go in with the same cylinders even more when y'all play the Detroit Ravens. And
indeed.
before you go, what was that player like Future did? What was that
Man, he
play
did
like,
the
man?
hee hee, the hee hee.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah, yeah.
that man is, hey, he's one of them ones right there, man. Like I said, he
Natural.
offsides, just natural. I don't know. I don't know. Me personally, I'm not thinking of doing nothing like that. That's crazy. But hey, he's one of those guys, man, to
Yeah,
make it
he
happen.
is. He is. He is, man. And y'all got the right quarterback behind y'all, man, because he know how to play the game, and he's a leader as well.
Mm.
I had an opportunity to work with him as well. But look, man, you have a good night, man. Get you some good rest, man, and have a great game tomorrow. You and the Motor City Rams, man, and I'll see what's happening with y'all tomorrow, man. I'm gonna
Thank you,
bring you
coach.
back on, man. I'm gonna bring you back on too one day, man. One Friday, I'm gonna bring you back on. Okay.
Okay, thank you, coach. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
I appreciate you, man. Have a good one, brother.
You as well. Bye
Hey,
bye.
that was Mr. Adrian. Hold on. That was Mr. Adrian. That was sorry about that. I ain't have my light on. That was Mr. Adrian Williams, linebacker, edge rusher for the Motor City Rams. They kick off tomorrow at 7 p.m. against the Racine Raiders. Y'all can find out more. You can go to the Michigan minor league football page to find out all the kickoffs for all the teams that's playing this weekend. This is the last game before they go into the playoff game. Again, the Motor City Rams will be playing against the Racine Raiders. They out of Wisconsin. They'll be traveling here from Wisconsin. So that's going to be a good game. They do have one loss, and they coming to give the Motor City Rams their loss as well. But Motor City Rams, they got too much firepower from special teams, defense, offense, sideline. They sideline, man. They got it all, man. So they the team to beat in the nation right now. You still have the Capital City Seahawks with Coach James Crow Crawwell, who is on. His team is a dynasty team as well. So yeah, but right now the Motor City Rams is the team to beat because they undefeated and they got all the players that'll make it happen. But they go into battle tomorrow at 7 p.m. against the Racine Raiders. Again, you want to find out more about Mr. Adrian Williams, You can go to his Facebook page. You can go to his huddle. I will get that information so we can link it up on here next Friday. I will get that information for you because he is a awesome player, man. He's awesome. He's all. I'm telling you, I wish he, I'm man, I can go on with that. But anyway, man, we had an awesome show, man. Big Easy, especially from the beginning, the 7:30 part, man. Talking about awareness, about people holding, being accountable. You know, stop thinking about what you do, man, because at the end, you either gonna hurt yourself or you hurting somebody. But if you do all that and you have children, you being selfish. If you go out and doing foolish things and you have children. But also, man, I want to send my condolences out to my son's mother. She just lost her nephew, her sister's son, her oldest son. They just buried him today. He's on with a lot. So I want to send my prayers and my condolences out to the Townsend family. Um, Sorry for your loss, man. I know I, I know how a parent. I can't even imagine how a parent feel when they lose a child. You know what I'm saying? So I can't even elaborate on it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So my prayers go out to the whole Matthew, Townsend family. My prayers go out to y'all. My prayers go out to the young lady that just lost her life at McDonald's at East Point. I feel sorry for the young lady who did that.
Yeah,
Because
because
you could have just walked away from that.
we learning more and more about that young lady. Unfortunately, they're starting to post more of her social media posts where she seemed to be slowly her way to crashing out, as the young people call it.
Yeah,
When you
yeah.
start to see signs of this in your family and friends, please make sure you speak and reach out to them and encourage them to get the help that they may need at that point. That
And,
is
and
part of the issue.
you know what, man? I'm glad you said that because I know see, we don't speak up no more.
Exactly.
We do not speak up no more. If I see something going on, Big E, what's going on, man? Man, I don't want Big E, what's going on, man? What's happening, man? Something ain't right with you. We can't be afraid to talk.
Right. I mean, because keep in mind, before we start the show every week, we usually have a discussion just like that, particularly if it's a day where my energy ain't good or coach's energy ain't right. And it's like, okay, damn the show and whatnot. What's going on with you? Your life is way more important than anything else that's going on at this time. Because in
He's right,
the
man.
end, I don't want to have to look back on this like I do now with some of my shows with H2 and some of the people we done lost along the way and just think
Peace and
about,
blessings.
you know, what could have been if they were still here. I don't want that for
Right.
you or nobody else. Tonight, them kids probably crying themselves to sleep because their mama is
Yeah,
gone and ain't no
it's
bringing her
gone.
back and ain't no replacement for her. And ain't amount of words or money or anything that you're gonna give them that's gonna bring back their mom.
It ain't, man. And you know, again, we gotta stop with the violence. We gotta stop with the violence. All you people, let me tell you something, man. You people out there that's snatching these young girls up and forcing them to do whatever. Let me tell you something. And I want you to hear me. Let me tell you something. If I see you, there's two things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna break your face, snatch that girl away from you, and I'm gonna tell the police on your ass. I mean, on your butt. For real, man. Because you don't need to be in society.
I mean, long story short, y'all see something, say something.
Say something, man.
It
You
was a
you
guy the other day that was riding his bike, and these two young girls were walking by, and he was just following them too intensely. I turned around with my car, and I'm like, "Is that your uncle or something back there?" Like, no, we don't know that dude, and he pedaled off. But it's just little simple stuff like that that might help
yeah,
you save
yeah,
somebody in a
yeah,
crucial situation.
yeah. I'm telling y'all, man, parents, watch your children, man. Watch who they socialize with. Watch their social media, man.
Be more
Because I'm
involved in
telling
their
you,
lives. You should
man,
always know
please.
what your children are doing. You should always have an idea of what their thought processes are.
Exactly, exactly. You should, man. Because I'm telling you, because if you don't, somebody else gonna do that, and the outcome of it may not. It's not gonna be good. These
Agreed.
streets, these streets. I'm gonna tell you, I've been in these streets. These streets is not friendly at all. They
Right.
will eat you alive.
And for those
You
of you
got a
who
lot
think
of them
that
out here that's
that is
out
better to
here.
go out now and be street racing or at some late night party taking God knows what type of pill or drugs in the bowl, these are the consequences of your actions that you're not thinking about at that time, but you should.
Exactly. Exactly,
I hate for
man.
you to be hospitalized, paralyzed, or
Yeah,
whatever else,
yeah,
and you
yeah.
spend the rest of your life just thinking about what I should have did as
Should have
opposed to what you
did
could
right.
do now.
Exactly. Find some type of record. Let me tell you something. Sports will save your life if you give it the opportunity. Parents, you got to get involved with your child at these practices, at these games. Get them involved, because if you don't get them involved, these streets gonna get them. And when I used to coach the girls flag football team, and I used to be hard. These are 14-year-old girls I used to coach, and I used to be hard on them. I used to tell them, when you go outside that fence, outside that gate, them gates outside it ain't don't care nothing about you. Don't care nothing about you. So you need to start getting your life together. Figure out what you want to do and what you want to be in your life. Listen to your parents. Sometimes your parents ain't always right, but
Right.
still listen.
Because
Right
sometimes,
to this day, I can say, damn, man, my mama told me that. God, that she was right.
mm, which
You know
goes
what I'm
back
saying?
to the
You
other
know?
highlight of the evening, Coach, again, talking about retirement. Understand, Coach, football ain't just football to you, sir. Because you're not just a football coach when you coach these young people.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
also a leader of men and women.
Yeah,
And say what you will about not having the love for the game, you always gonna have the love for the people, and you're not gonna be
yeah.
able to walk away from that. I don't care what you say. That's why when you say that, it's a lie. It's a mother smurfing lie. In the show, Coach. Finish it up, baby.
All right, y'all. I'm glad everybody tuned in to Straight Sports Talk. Tomorrow, we got great games jumping off tomorrow. We got the Michigan Bills kicking off at 5 p.m. They're going against the Tri-City Stampede in Saginaw, Michigan. If you want to find out more about that, go on the Michigan Bills Facebook page. It will be streaming that game. This is the last game until the Michigan Bills go off into the playoffs. Also, tonight, right now, the Michigan Avengers and the New Jersey Bearcats are playing as we speak right now. I don't know the score of the game, but I wish all the success to the Michigan Avengers. They playing in a conference championship game. Hey, I never thought in a million years. Man, look, shout out to the Michigan Avengers. Shout out to y'all, man. I hope y'all come out successful. Also, tomorrow at 6 p.m. or 7 p.m., the Georgia Indians will be hosting whiteout game. It's a whiteout game. They will bring your white towels. They're gonna be passing out white towels. They'll be playing their conference championship game against the Mississippi Wolfpack. That game gonna kick off either 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. tomorrow. So tune in to that. You can catch it on YouTube, man. It's gonna be a good game. The winner of those games play the winner of the Michigan Vengers and the New Jersey Bearcats. Also, you have the Motor City Rams. They hosting the Race Raiders. Kickoff time is 7 p.m. with them. Um, you find all the games with the PAF Professional Advanced Football League. You go on their Michigan Minor League page and find out um, all the listings of the games that's going to be played tomorrow at various times. Also, shout out to the WFA. They will be playing they playoff games tomorrow as well. Shout out to them, who all that's still playing. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Derby City Dynamite. Shout out to the Kalamazoo Bears. Shout out to the Detroit Proud. Shout out to the Mississippi Panthers. Shout out to the Washington Prodigy. Shout out to the Texas Spartans, the 2025 nine bowl champions. Shout out to y'all and shout out to Michigan Prodigy, the runner ups to that game as well. Shout out to all the teams that's in the WNFC as well. So with that, everybody have a good night. Enjoy yourself. And please, y'all, stop the violence. Put the guns down. Start thinking, man. Because you're only hurting yourself and you're hurting family, and you taking a life or you hurting someone else, man. And we don't need that. Stop hurting, letting these children, parents, please put your guns away, secure them. Please put them away and secure them. Please. Also, please keep an eye on your children, your young girls out here, man, because these clowns out here is snatching them up and making them do things that they don't need to be doing. Stay in school, get your education, make something of yourself, be something. Because you have to, because if you don't, these streets don't care nothing about you. I know. I did 18 and a half years in prison. Right now, I've been home over 21 years because I had to change my life. If I can change my life, you can change yours. So, with that, everybody have a good night. Have an awesome weekend. And as always, go blue. Peace.